Okay.
How are we feeling, everyone?
That's because
Final three.
that's because
I
you
feel
that's because you have a
phenomenal.
great social
All right,
game,
we'll
but
start with.
like
I'll go through each one-on-one because I like to do this segment a little bit. Pranoy, how do you feel about being in the final three, one step away from finale right now?
I right now I have an uphill battle. I feel I don't know. I think that this is a like do or die challenge for me, and challenges have not been my strongest suit in this game, evidently. But I think I'm going to like give everything in my power to get this challenge because I want to make it to the final too.
All right, Logan, how do you feel?
I thought I was going to get eliminated first, and I'm really proud of my game that I got to the final three. This is my first Facecam org game, and I just feel really proud. I can't wait to hopefully take home the $100.
All right, and Liv.
I feel like this entire game has been an uphill battle for me. I feel like after like every round I don't feel safe, and I somehow managed to make it to the final three even through all of that. I feel like I fought my ass off to be here, and I'm very happy.
I'm glad that you're happy. So let's go ahead and pump some gas into the tank. Let's go ahead and get to the immunity challenge part 1. Logan, since you've been given the fast pass, please turn off your camera and your microphone. And Luca, time.
Man, I just really love ruining awesome and heartfelt moments with really hard challenges, because that's what we're doing today. All right. So for this challenge, this one's going to be quite a doozy when it comes to materials. You're going to need 1 sheet of paper, 2 coins, and a fork. All right. Let's get into the challenge. Oh, actually, no, Pranoy is not back yet. There he is. All right.
Yeah, I'm here.
Let's get into it. We're getting down to the wire. Let's do it. So this is going to be a challenge where you roll your coins. So let me actually show an example. So this is my setup, right? I've got the sheet of paper out long ways like this, and I've got my fork at the very end of it, right? So it's just barely on the edge of that piece of paper. Your goal is to roll your coins, right? From the start of the paper into the prongs of the fork. So this really small sliver, you have to roll your coins into that, right? So it's going to be something a little bit like this, right? You're going to get as many tries as you can, right? The first person to land both of their coins into the fork will win immunity. Now, a couple rules for this challenge. When you roll your coins, they have to start before the paper. So I don't want to see the coin starting here. We want to have the exact same length for both. So just right before, right on the table. Yep. Liv, you're looking good in that regard.
Can you give me a second? No.
Yeah,
Okay.
I need to like, yeah, I was doing it on my bed. Bed is not the, yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely not. Yeah, definitely want a hard surface
Yeah.
for this one.
Okay, I need to do it on the floor, I feel.
Yeah, we're gonna hold off on practicing for now because this challenge is has a learning curve. So,
Oh my
all right,
God. Okay.
Pranoy, the
have to
setup
make
looks
2?
good.
Do you have to make 2?
Yes, so you're gonna have to make 2, which means once you get 1 coin in there, that coin is stuck in there. You need to get the second coin in there. That's what the 2 is for. If this challenge is too hard, we can always limit it to 1. But yes,
Okay.
so Pranoy look good. All right. So since you guys both have your setup, do we all understand the challenge?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Pranoy, we're gonna hold off on practicing for
Okay.
now. All right.
Okay.
With that being said, let's just get right into it. Your challenge starts in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Both competitors starting to get the hang of the coin rolling.
Damn.
It's a very
was
difficult
fun.
process. Very tense. Final 3, part 2 challenge up for grabs.
Oh my God.
Ooh,
Of course it is.
close one for Liv.
Of course it is money. It is going to run away from me. God.
All right, I'm gonna set a 2-minute timer on my phone.
Got one.
Very good. Got one. Liv has one. Just needs one more to clinch her spot in the final two. Or final 3 part 2 challenge. It's a very tricky skill. It takes a bit of time to get used to it, but both competitors seem to be adjusting pretty well. Pernod pretty close on that last one. Liv pretty close on that last one as well. Want to make sure we're starting before the paper on these rolls.
I got one.
All right, Pernod's got one. It's coming down to the wire. One coin wins it. Stakes are high. The nerves. Oh, close for Pernod. Oh, another close one for Liv. Oh, so close.
Boards are burning.
Yeah, this is a tough one. This is an endurance in a way.
Oh my god. How are we doing on the time?
Time, since you guys have both gotten one, it's just a race to get to the second coin in. Oh, close one for Liv.
Got it.
And congratulations, Liv. You have moved on to the final 3 part 2 competition. That's a hard challenge.
Good job,
you guys
Liv.
did that extremely fast.
That was insane, guys.
That was insanely fast.
That's insane. Yeah.
All
Good
right.
job.
So Pernod, unfortunately, you've been eliminated, and now we are down to the final 3 part 2 competition. Let me just get my notes up. All right. This challenge is going to require our most materials yet, so get ready for it. You're going to need 1 solo cup, 1 hanger, 1 paper plate, a fork, a marker, and a piece of paper. Yeah, and you're going to actually need a large area to place these items in, so a floor would be recommended.
Okay, floor.
A floor. We can use a floor.
Yeah, I would say the floor is recommended for this challenge if you're able to.
Girl,
do
you're
that.
gonna have to give me a second.
Oh, take your time. That's perfect. All right, you guys both look great right now. Let's get right into it. This comp is called Circle of Trust. Very important in a game like this. And now, competition. Let's get into it. So, for this challenge, I'm going to explain it now, and then you guys can get your setup all situated. So, in this challenge, you're going to be sitting in a circle of items. So you're going to be sitting in the circle of the solo cup, the hanger, the fork, the marker, and the paper, the piece of paper, but you're going to have the paper plate off to the side. So you're going to have the rest of the items surrounding you and the paper plate off to the side. And how this is going to work is I'm going to randomly yell an item at you. So if I say solo cup, right? You're then going to have to stack every one of the rest of the items on top of your paper plate in a stack. So no, like it can't be like laid out. It has to be on top of one another. So
Like,
however,
so the paper plate can't be here, obviously.
yeah, it has to be out of the circle kind of vibe. Yeah, there you go. That works. Yeah, so it's going to be kind of a lot of items around you, and it's going to be just a race to see who can get all of those items onto the paper plate, but not the one I yell. So it's going to be just a lot of reaction time, a lot of balance, right? There's a lot incorporating this challenge. So
Not the one you yell?
so if I say cup, then you do not put the cup in the stack. You leave the cup where it is.
Does it all just like have to be on the plate?
Yeah, so stacked on top of one another. So how you want to do that is up to you. Might require some balancing, but if you plan it out right, then it should be okay. Do we all understand the challenge? Are we all good to go?
Yes.
Okay, this is gonna be a best of 5. So first to 3 points wins. All right, we all good to go?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get into it. For round 1, the item that you are not gonna put in your stack is piece of paper. Go.
Is that fine?
Yes. Let me see that up closer, Liv. That stack you have.
Well, like this. I can't pick it up with it.
No. Yeah, I saw it originally. Is the fork and the pen are in there, right?
Yeah.
They have to
All
be on
right,
top of
Liv.
each other.
Yes. What Liv has works, so we will count that.
What did?
Oh,
Okay.
by the way, one more thing, just to cut in real quickly. Just so we know when you're done, to lock in whenever you have it stacked, say the word "circle of trust," just so we know.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That works. All right. So Liv gets the point for round 1. It is a first of 3, so it's not over just yet. So give you a second to get your setups back in order. We all good to go?
Mhm.
All right. Your next item will be the pen or marker. Go.
Circle.
All right. Logan, I can see your stack. It's looking good. Logan gets second point. All right. There's 1 point to Liv, 1 point to Logan. It's anyone's game. All right. Sure, everything's good. We're all looking good. Okay. Your next.
One sec.
All good, all good. Get your situation set.
Okay.
All right. Your next item will be the hanger. Go.
Circle of trust.
Circle.
All right. Liv has gotten the point first. That is 2 to Liv, 1 to Logan.
Just by the way, Logan, you
I-
have to say the full phrase. You can't just say circle. You have to say circle of trust.
Oh,
DC
circle
really
of
wants you to
trust.
say circle of trust. Yeah.
I have a question. Do we have to stack the pen on top of the fork? Or
So
can we just
as
be
long as
full-
everything, so like what Liv is doing, where she's putting the pen and the fork in the cup, is completely fine. Yeah, just as long as
Wait.
it's all kind of,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay. I thought you said nothing could go in the cup.
No, things can go in the cup. Yeah, just as long as everything is kind of
Oh.
stacked. Yeah.
Got back.
All good. All good.
Okay. 1 second. Okay, not bad.
All right. We're all good to go.
Mhm.
Your next item is the fork. Go.
Circle of trust.
All right. Where's that pen at?
It's on here, on top of the paper.
Circle of trust.
Okay. Logan did get it first, so it is 2-2. It is game point. This is it. The final immunity challenge down to the last point. This is exciting. All right. Make sure all the setups are good. Are we all good to go?
Yep.
All right. Your final item is no item. Go. Everything has to be stacked.
Circle of trust. Oh wait, fuck.
Circle of trust.
Oh, and I have to give it to
Yeah,
Logan
that's
on
fine.
that one. By a hit, it fell over. I'm so sorry,
This
Liz.
is laying over. Is that mine was laying over?
They are stacked. They are stacked.
Okay.
I will count that. All right. Congratulations, Logan. You have won the final immunity challenge. I'm now going to pass it over to VC.
Screw you
Alright,
guys for
y'all-
no season trivia, bro. I spent the whole game taking notes.
Okay. Anyways, congratulations to Logan. You will have the sole decision on either to shred Liv or Pranay. There's going to be about, let me double check the time. There's going to be 2 minutes of open discussion, and it's going to be just right here in this chat. And then after those 2 minutes, Logan, you're going to get 1 minute to give a speech about why you're making your decision. But whatever you say at the end of your 1 minute, you have to end it with "I vote to shred." Insert player. And whenever you are giving your
Okay.
speech, by the way, you can't ask any questions. You can't engage with Liv or Pranay. Your time to engage with them is during these 2 minutes. Do you understand?
Yes, but can I get the second one to clean my setup real quick? Like my bed? Just
That's fine.
really. Okay,
No game talk while he's doing that.
Yeah, no. So during how much time we are getting?
You're gonna have 2 minutes to try to convince him.
Okay,
And
I'm
then-
done.
And like
Okay, he's done.
okay, and do we go one by one or Okay, whatever.
It is your decision if you want to structure it at all. If you
Yeah,
guys want to
okay.
just talk over each other the entire time, you can do that. If you guys want to take turns, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Okay.
3,
I can start.
2, 1, go.
Okay, Logan, you have played a hell of a game, and right now you need to make a strategic move. You don't need to like throw your game away because you deserve this win. We have 2 people, 2 jury lock votes for Liv already. Ethan is her number 1 ally, is going to vote for her. William is going to vote for her. Tibbs and Stevie, we both betrayed them. And obviously, Liv went on head and they're going to give her the respect move because like she said, I'm going to take both of you out, and she did. And we both betrayed Steve and Tibbs. And we are not getting Ethan. You're not going to get Ethan and William's vote if you're sitting next to her. Also, Liv should not be here. Liv was the first person getting out. She went round after round, like getting nominated, and she is the story of resilience. Everybody is going to represent. Yes.
I want to start at 60 seconds. So go.
Okay, yes. Did
Yes.
you vote out Tibbs and Stevie G? Yes or no?
I voted out Tibbs, and Stevie
thank
was
you.
mad at
Okay,
me
my
because
turn.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Logan, I feel like I've been straight up with you from the beginning. We had a final 2. I know we had like that rocky situation, but I want to be straight up with you. Like, I would have taken you to the end if I would have won this competition. Straight up. I feel like my loyalty to you, like I wanted to be loyal to you throughout the game, and I appreciate your loyalty towards me. I feel like your game is very good, and I honestly feel like you would beat either of us in the end. And I don't think that you are seeing it as a bitter jury situation, but I don't think these jurors are bitter. I think they see that game is game, and they're gonna respect the decisions that you make in the game, and whether or not they're good for your game or how you feel about them, you know, do what's best for you. Obviously, I would like you to keep me, but
you have 2 locked votes already. Sorry.
I don't necessarily think they're locked votes.
Yes,
I feel like
you
most
have,
people
and
take into consideration the
No
game
more.
that people have
Discussion is
played.
over.
Yes.
Discussion
and
is
you
over.
can outspeak him.
Annoying. Discussion is over. Logan, you have the ultimate decision in your hands. You have 1 minute to say your piece, but whatever you say, it must end with I vote to shred, Liv, or Prannoy. Okay? Your time starts now.
I love you both. You both were the people I genuinely wanted here at these final 3, and you were both people who I really would have happily taken to the end. If one of you got screwed over at some point, I would have taken the other 100%. My point of view is I want to view this game very strategically. I feel like me and Pranay have played similar games, and I do think I have an edge over him in terms of the social and strategic game, but I know that I stuck my neck out a lot more for Liv, and I know that Liv stuck her neck out a lot for me, even though she nominated me, and I genuinely enjoyed our personal connection. I enjoyed my personal connection with you two, Pranay, but I want to take this strategically, and Liv, I think the fact that you got to the end when we had the 4-strong alliance is a bit too strong for me to take to the end. So I love you, but I vote to shred Liv.
That's okay. I understand.
Liv,
Thank you.
unfortunately,
Thank you.
you will be the last player entering the paper shredder. You fought hard in this game. You fought as long and as best as you could. But at the end of the day, third place. What's your final words? Before you, by the way, you're not even heading to the jury. You're just gonna stay in this chat.
Yeah, I mean, Logan, I think you really made the right decision. I think I would have beat you in the end. I like, you know, good strategy on your part. Like, I was trying my best, but like, I knew like as soon as I lost it, I mean, fucking Pranay wasn't gonna take me to the end either. I mean, like, shit, I was screwed. Like, I had to win it, or it was the end. I think you guys both knew that I was a threat, and I think I would have been a threat to win personally. I mean, that might sound like stuck up or whatever, or like full of myself, but I genuinely think that I would have had like a serious shot to win the game if I would have made it to the final 2.
Yes, absolutely. You had to go, babe. If we had to stand a chance at winning.
Liv, with that, you are
You played such an amazing game. Liv.
the final player to be shredded. Just go ahead and mute your microphone and turn off your camera. You'll be staying here.
Gotcha.
Congratulations, final 2. So, I'll get
We
into
said
the
it from the start.
All right. Well, congratulations, you two. You both fought hard and as best you can to get to this end of this game, and only so few people have it. In fact, actually, I think the number is like only like around 20. So you're one of the 20 to actually make the final two. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in a jury. We're going to explain how the format is going to work for the finale, and we're going to get through this together. I'm dragging the jury now.
Two non-English speaking people at the end.
And a big, giant welcome to our jury. Until I call on you, jury, you are to stay muted, but you are allowed to turn on your face cam, by the way, if you want to, like, you know, make your faces, you want to, you're here, you want to make your faces. Hey, there you go, that's thumbnail. That's thumbnail worthy tips. Thank you. Let me end this recording for the jury real quickly. All right, so here's how the formatting is going to work. We're going to be starting with the first juror. They'll be asking the questions first. And I'm going to be picking randomly which person is going to start answering the questions first. I'll be randomizing the cards again for the end speeches. There will be no opening speeches. We just don't do that here because there's so much for the jury to cover before we get to the end speeches. And to make it clear to the jury, Logan won the final immunity competition and decided to vote out Liv, making Pranoy and Logan the final two. So those are your options if you want to. Those are the options you have to vote for. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and have our first juror, William, unmute. Hi, William.
Hi, welcome me back. So nice to be back.
It is very glad to have you back, William. You are going to have 1 minute to say your piece. You can ask your question. You could quote SpongeBob. You can start rapping or something like that. You're allowed to do whatever you want during the speech. You can ask some questions if you want to as well. Prefer that. Okay. But each player in the final two, aka Logan and Pranoy, will have 1 minute to respond to whatever you said. Okay.
Okay. I have 1 minute. You said. You
have 1 minute to get your spiel off.
Okay.
All right. Starting now.
So when going into it, the round table, we kind of all agreed that the final four really changed it up and put a lot of people more at an even slate between you guys. And each of you, depending on who the final two was and how it came to be, would have something different to prove between the two of you. For me, I'm very interested in Logan. You have been nominated once this entire game, and you were never really at risk of going home. That's an amazing thing. I feel like you definitely have the most win equity. I want you to explain your final four play to put Liv in and why that wasn't a poor move. And Pranoy, I want you to kind of explain, because you were really good at telling people with a smile that you keep them and then getting them out. How did it help you in the game telling people that you'd keep them when they were already sealed and going home anyway? And why did it secure your position?
All right. And randomizing the cards. Logan, you'll be going first. Your 60 seconds to respond start now.
So I actually voted out Stevie G at Tribal Council. I know that he's probably a shock. I wanted to set up the final three with Liv and Pranay because I knew that I had the best chance at beating them in a competition to make sure that me and my best chance at winning Pranay would be able to get to the final two. It was just about winning the last competition because I knew I had that locked. I think the fact that I was able to mask the fact that I voted for Stevie G and to get the advantage in the last immunity competition goes to show how strong my social bonds were in this game, because I don't think any of you knew that I did that until right now. I had this strategically set up ever since the Ethanimale vote. I voted at Ethanimale because I knew I had Liv and I had Pranay on board to take the shot at Tibbs after because they were the biggest threats. And then, I'm sorry, Stevie G, I voted to betray you at Final Four because, hey, I knew you talked about betraying, but I did vote you, and I'm sorry, but I knew that it was my best chance of getting to this final two, which I had the best shot of winning.
All right. Now, Pranoy, it's your turn to respond. You ready?
Okay. As one great woman once said, like, Logan might have more blood on his hand, but no one has bled more than me in this game. Like, constantly, I have had to sit on the eviction table round after round after round. I had the most nominations in this game, yet never got eliminated and survived only with 2 votes. My game was all about maneuvering this well. I had a spread of web interconnecting people, and I knew that always keep at least one shield ahead of me. Like, I knew that I had to take out Ethan because, like, Ethan was going to, like, be a comp beast, and also he was such a great jury threat. And Tibbs, I had to go out, because like as I said, perception is reality. Even if Tibbs didn't view himself as a calm beast, but then the other jury members were setting the narrative for him. And in all this social strategy game, everything is about the narrative. It is not about what the reality is. It is about the perception of the reality. So I had to like lower my threat level, yet keep myself something ahead in the game to make sure that I have a strong pitch at the end.
All right. William, we are very thankful for you, and welcome to the CR family. Now, let's go ahead and move on to our next member of the jury, Ethanimale. Ethanimale, go ahead and unmute, and are you ready?
Yeah, well,
Let's
no,
do it.
actually. Both of your answers to those questions really just like made me rethink so much. So I'm kind of like forgetting what I was even going to ask you. But I'll try to remember. Pranay, I guess for you, my question is, Logan clearly has a pretty stacked resume. And had you sided with me at the Final 7, this wouldn't be a position that you were in. So for you, I want you to tell me why this position actually is better for you than a different route. Logan, a lot of the times that we spoke, you had the biggest smile on your face. You told me all the sweet nothings I needed to hear. How much of it was genuine, if at all? And how much of it was purely game, knowing that you were lying to me, and you were gonna like lying to me with a purpose, not just to lie to me, not just to put me at ease, but to use that to use against me at a later time.
All right. Thank you very much, Ethan. Since Logan went first last time, Pranoy will be going first this time. Your minute starts now.
As a student of the game, Ethan, you know the power of a showman, and even if you did not have a showman's with Liz, you were a powerful duo. No advantage, no idols in this game are powerful than one strong ally who has your back, and I was not that person for you. That person for you was Liv. So I knew that I can't replace Liv, and for that you had to go. And I had to form the League of Nations at the round 1 to make sure that I have a solid end to this game. And blindsides are important in this game, because when you blindside someone, you don't give them the defense mechanism to defend themselves. You don't give them the time to defend themselves and reverse the damage. This is why I had to blindside people and not be truthful to them. This is why I had to like blindside both you and Tibbs and not give you the information that I'm voting you out, because I didn't want you to have a leg up at defending you.
All right. Logan, your turn starting now.
I suppose this is a good time to say this. I came into this game knowing that I was going to be the youngest person, and I was going to make myself look like a sweet, innocent player who could never turn on somebody. When in reality, I was playing this game just as hard. I faked my accent to make sure I was going to get good with Pranoy and lock down a final 3. I was genuinely using all of this to make myself look a lot less like a threat. I lied to you, Ethanimale, because I was not so sure about my position in the game. I wanted to make sure that I had Tibbs and Stevie and Pranay and Liv and everybody in this cast locked down. I knew I had you, but I had them locked even more. All of them went thinking that they were my final 2 and my duo in this game. I did not want to get nominated because I wanted to keep my rap as clean as my list of flaws as clean as possible to make sure I had a bigger resume at the end, and I believe I did that by receiving 1 nomination all game at the final 6, which no one has done in the history of this game, and got 0 votes until the end. 0 votes cast against me.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much, Ethan. Thank you. All right. Tibbs, if you can, you good, Tibbs?
Jesus fucking Christ, brother!
Well, Tibbs, let's go ahead and do that 1 minute now. You got this. Starting now.
I can't speak. Okay. I had a question for each of you, and now I have none for Logan and about 10 for Pranay. Logan, you're a fucking demon. Like, the fact that the only reason you got 1 nomination was because me and Liv were talking one time, and Liv was like, Logan ain't been nominated. Let's vote Logan. And even then, she was like, that's so mean. I don't want to do that. I wouldn't do that. I said I'll do it if you want to, and then she was like, "Nah, I'll do it." But like, okay, right. So my question for Pranoy, I guess, instead of Logan, was, why would you go about getting rid of Ethan then me as these big conference, but then not taking out Stevie at Final Four? Logan, I don't have a question for you. I've never gone through so many emotions in a half an hour span. I'm fucking befuddled. Well done.
Even though there wasn't a direct question directed towards you, everyone still gets 1 minute to react how they want to. So, Logan, you have the pendulum shifts to you, so you have 1 minute to say whatever you want to say. The minute has started.
Do you want to play rock, paper, scissors?
Oh, me. Oh, sorry.
How we start.
I thought it was for Nate. My bad. I think that just goes to show how unexpected of a player I was in this game. Again, coming in the youngest, coming in knowing I was from Italy, I could use that to my advantage. I did everything in my power as subtly as I could to lower my threat level as much as possible. And it goes to show, like I said before, I got 1 nomination. It was a throwaway just to hit up my resume. I was never a target in this game because no one was thinking, oh, Logan might turn on me. Every single one of you thought that I was with you to the end, and I was locked in position at the end, no matter what, building my resume round after round. I think I played such an insane social game, and I don't want to sound too cocky, but I do feel really confident in my game and my, drive to win and my ability to win, that I played the best game I've ever played in 4.5 years playing online reality games. And I'm very happy about my game. That's all I have to say. There wasn't really a question, but I just want to emphasize how unexpected my strategy was and how I used that to my advantage to get in this position.
Alrighty, Pranoy, your turn to respond, starting now.
The reason I would take out Ethan and Tibbs you over Stevie because of Liv. Because Liv existed at Final 3, and I knew that Liv had 2 locked jury votes at the end. And the fact that Liv took both you and Stevie out head on, I think that would earn more her respect. And okay, we are giving some flowers to the youngest person, but then I'm also the oldest person in this class. I'm almost 10 years older than almost all of you, and had less things in commonality. So I had to fight twice as hard to find half the success in this game. I was behind. Logan may have done it the shot, but then I was the one who was planting seeds. I was hyping everyone's threat level and why you should not take them. I explicitly explained to every single one of you why you should not sit next to this person, why you should not sit next to even this person. I even highlighted the fact that there are some people who would be easy take, who already have a seat at the end. You should not take them. So I was highlighting every factor of the fact. So
all right. Thank you very much for your amazing question, Tibbs.
I forgot another question, but it's fine. GG's to both of you.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace. With that question, it's to the abyss. Like that one time whenever we put Stevie in a DR by himself and forgot to put the stream there. All right. Anyways,
rest in peace.
Anyways, Stevie. Hi, Stevie. It's your turn. You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
1 minute.
The mixed emotions I'm feeling right now. I have played so many games like this. I have never seen so many jaws drop in unison at a reveal. I've never seen that. Logan, that's nuts, man. I mean, I don't really know what to say, dude. Shit, man. I'm like, who are you, dude? Where are you from? Are you a spy? I don't know. I don't even know what to think right now. Okay. I had a million questions, just like everybody else. They've all gone out the braid. So I need to ask this because that was a crazy situation at Final Four with me. I sold. It is what it is. But let's say I do win, and the Final 3 is me, Pranoy, and Logan. What is both of your move? I mean, what are you doing at that point? Are you taking me out? Because at that point, I'm going into there. I thought that Logan voted with me. I thought you voted me out. I thought you did. So I was confused. I need some explanation. Please, my vote is undecided.
All right, and we'll be starting with Pranoy. You ready?
Yeah, if us three had made it to the Final 3, I would have taken you out, Stevie, at that time, because as I said, my game was always about setting up a buffer. You don't stand out at the end always. You always need a shield ahead of you. And what is more impressive in this game? To be always safe and rely on that comfort, or to get nominated round after round and fight for it. See, Logan might not have had nominations because he had the comfort of safety, but I never relied on safety because I was nominated round after round after round, and I had to fight for my spot at the end. I was not given. I had to earn my spot at the end, unlike my competitor next to me. And I always believe that maneuvering well and managing your threat level is the key to the success. And I, as a player, I wanted to imbibe all the important qualities from all the single jury players so that I can represent all of you as this season, as a representative of this season.
Logan, it's your turn. 1 minute, starting now.
If I got to the final 3 with Pranay and Stevie, I love you, bro. I would have taken you out. I think you were a way bigger threat. You and Tibbs were hyped up as the biggest threats in the game. You said it in your final words. You wanted to betray some people, and maybe you didn't get to this time. I was the one calling the shots, and I decided to take you out there because I knew you would beat me, and I knew Liv was easier to beat in a competition because you beasted. I would take in Pranay because I knew that I had a stronger social game, but I didn't have, like, he didn't have the threat level that you had all game, and I knew I had a better shot against him in terms of initial jury thoughts. I wanted to comment on what Pranay said before. He said he worked for safety when he was on a block. I worked round after round to make sure that my position was the way it was. I worked round after round to solidify duos with every single one of you to make sure that I was not at risk in this game once. None of that was luck. It was all social maneuvering and making sure that I had the lowest threat level possible. He mentioned threat level, he mentioned maneuvering. I did that the best out of anybody in this cast. No one was looking at me as a threat. Everybody wanted me at the end, and if you did see me as a threat, you still wanted me at the end anyway. I think that goes to show how well the social game was.
Right.
Jeez.
Thank you.
Also,
very
I
much.
hope you understand what I'm saying. I talk fast.
Yeah, no. Yeah, good answers. Yeah, shit. I don't know, man. This is tough. You guys are good. Oh.
Well, Stevie, thank you very much. We will move on to our final juror, Liv. Hi, Liv.
Oh, fuck, it's my turn. I didn't even get no damn round table, no nothing. Like, I don't
No
know.
round table, no nothing. You're just straight up here. 1 minute on the clock, starting now.
Hey. Okay, I have been having a very hard time thinking of a question for both of you. I feel like you've definitely explained your games to the best of your ability, but okay. For, Pranay, who is your ideal final 2? Like, in general, like, maybe jury on, you know, because, like, it went really fast. And I guess just kind of explain, like, your rankings on how you trusted people in the game and where your number ones really were. And honestly, same thing with you, Logan. Like, I want to know where your number ones really truly were and who were your, like, fake alliances with people. And you can explain it more thoroughly, like, between rounds if it changes, you know, whatever.
All right. We'll be starting off with Logan. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
So my main loyalties and alliances, I knew from the jury that I wanted to take Pranay to the end. William, he had an underdog story. Ethanimale had the largest threat level in the game. Tibbs and Stevie were called out as massive threats in the game, and I could not sit next to them at the end or I would have lost. And Liv, you were the biggest underdog this season, the biggest hero. I know you would have gotten a bunch of votes. I took Pranay because I thought that was my best chance at winning a jury vote. As for my alliances and my trust, I obviously had my alliance of 4 with Pranay, Stevie, and Tibbs, which ran almost the entire game. And then I had my duel with you, Liv, which I made sure to prioritize over that because I knew that having you at the final 3 was best for my game. I had a bunch of alliances with people like Ethanimale and William and Cott and Elias, but I was a lot more loyal to my 4. Loyalty for me wasn't really as important as strategic positioning and getting to the end of the shot to win. I think we all know that this is a game and we are all playing to win, and I believe that I was able to make the right strategic decisions in order to get to this point with as much control as possible.
All right. Pranay, it's your turn, starting now.
Yeah. My ideal final 2 is who I'm right now sitting next to. And my idea of ranking in this game was like the person who I trusted the most was Stevie, followed by Tibbs, and followed by Ethan, William, and Liz. I didn't trust you because I broke your trust because I literally told you openly that I had nominated you. And as Sandra Diaz-Twine once said, she can forgive, but then she never forgets. And I knew that deep down you would hold that against me. And my idea was not to only look out for myself, because you can't play this game alone. Ever since I tried to form the League of Nations, I made sure that all my allies are protected. I know Ethan probably was frustrated when I did not take out Stevie, but then many times in Survivor and many times in all these games, people think that they have to turn on their allies only to find themselves at a losing position. I think I had the correct time management, and I knew that who would be seen as a bigger threat ahead of me, and I did not lead to temptation. I bite my tongue and waited for the right time, and I knew that they would be taken out before me.
Thank you very much, Liv. All right, so you two will get a chance to give your final pleas. You will have 1.5 minutes to do so, and I'll be randomizing the order once again by shuffling these cards, which I am not looking. I'm looking by closing my eyes. Let's see here. All right, Logan, you'll be going first, and Pranoy, you will be going second in your final speeches. Logan, you have one last chance to convince the jury to vote you to win Chaos Reality Live 11. The Shredder strikes again. Your 1 minute and 30 seconds starts now.
I came into this game, first of all, I am 18, I do live in Italy, all of that was true, I just faked the accent. I came into this game knowing that I could make myself look as small of a threat as possible. I could make myself look trustworthy, I can make myself look not as schemy as everybody else, and that I did. I got into so many alliances. I got into my alliance with Pranay, Stevie, and Tibbs. I had Liv, I had Ethanimale as our little threats alliance. I had William and I think someone else in our alliance. I had Elias, I had Cott, I had everybody on my side. I was nominated one time this entire game, received 0 votes, and it was by Liv who threw me a throwaway at the final 6. I did not dream I would ever get here, and I love all of you guys, and I'm so glad that we all played this game together, and I got to know all of you, but at the end of the day, this was a game for me, and not only did I play a stellar social game, I won 2 competitions proving I was fighting hard, and I played an incredible strategic game. I got to the final 7 with all of you guys wanting to work with me, most of you guys having a solid final 2 with me, guaranteeing my spot here despite me having the strongest social game of this cast. To explain my thought process, I vote Ethanimale. I know you didn't want me to, but I voted you out when I did because I knew I could get Pranay and Liv to vote for Tibbs next, the biggest threat, keeping me safe and shielding me. And then at that point, I just had to take out my biggest threat, Stevie G and Liv, in order to get to this ideal final 2. I controlled most of this game. Every single time I nominated someone, they went home. Round 1, round 2, round 3. The only exception was when I nominated William during the Elias votes. I had so much control throughout this game. I gave this game so much passion, and the fact that I got all your jaws to drop just shows how unexpected and how strong of a game I was playing.
All right. And with that, Pranoy, you have one final chance to convince these jurors that you deserve to win Chaos Reality Live 11. The Shrek strikes again. It's your turn. Starting now.
When you right now go to vote for the winner, I want you to think about who do you want to represent this season with. I think I represent all the facets of this game. I won challenges, I survived votes. I also played social and strategic game. I formed the most dominant alliance in this game, League of Nations, in round 1. Logan might be the person who said that he's taken out Tibbs, but then it was me who initiated the idea of taking out Tibbs when me, Stevie, and Logan were in the room. I started the fire to take Tibbs out. And as a person sitting at final 2, I think I rightly represent all 5 of you in some shape or form. I think like I represent William's flexibility in this game. I think I represent Ethan's big knowledge for these games in this game. I think I represent Tibbs' strength. I think I represent the calmness that Stevie has, and I represent the resilience of Liz. In these games, when your back is against the wall, to make it to the end, I should not be sitting here. Like every single round, I was nominated round after round, and I think like I fulfilled all the aspects of social, connecting with everyone because like everyone relied on me. I played the strategy of forming the alliances and taking the right shot at the right time, because time management is key that so many people forget. And I represented the social strength, the strategy, because like I knew who to take out. I had my line of people of when they needed to go for me to reach the end. It had to be William, because like even though I wanted to take him, but then he was close to other people. Then Ethan, Tibbs, and Stevie had to follow, and Liz for me to have a shot at winning.
And you won't have to see this timer anymore, so I'm just probably gonna regret that later. No more timer. That's the game. That's all the time that we have to give those speeches. So jury, this is the time now to go ahead and go into your submissions channel and make a decision. No talking, by the way, so just need to make this decision once I have all the votes in. I'll read them out, we'll find out who the winner is, and then we'll go get some rest. All right, everyone, I have the votes. We'll be going by juror order. So, William has voted for Logan to win Chaotic Reality Live. Ethanimale has voted for Logan to win Chaotic Reality Live. And Tibbs has voted for the winner of Chaotic Reality Live Season 11, the Shredder Strikes Again. Congratulations, Logan. 5-0. You've won this game and you've won $100.
What 20? That's crazy. I thought I was gonna be first boot, guys. Thank you so much.
I have heard you talk before, and I didn't clock the fucking accent. And I'm.
Thanks, I was on call with you yesterday.
I fucking know. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
All right.
What is this?
Well-
You're too smart.
This was a crazy and intense way to start off the new era, and this was a fantastic season. I was watching it as much as I can on my phone, and I've been having people from the audience, by the way, which we had the most we've ever had. We've had 40 people constantly watching, which eventually shifted down to like 30, but that's still pretty damn good. So we've had a ton of people watching this, and like there's been raving reviews about like, man, this game's intense and stuff like that. I've been getting DMs about it. So with that being said, thank you so much, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and end the live stream here, but big congratulations for winning, and congratulations for Pernod for playing a killer game. So that's it, everyone. Let's go ahead and say bye to the stream.
Love you all.
See you later.
Guys.
Hi everyone, thank you all for watching Chaotic Reality Live Season 11, The Shredder Strikes Back. We are very thankful to have this be the first season to start off our second era of Chaotic Reality Live. Actually, now that I think about it, I think we're just grateful to have made it to a second era. The fact that we've been able to make 11 seasons and counting as of the time of this recording, it's just been an absolute pleasure. It's just immaculate, the evolution of Chaotic Reality over the last 2 years or so. So this is what makes this season even more special. The fact of where we started and what we've gone to in the second era, and we cannot wait to bring you more seasons within the second era of Chaotic Reality Live. As always, I want to give a few shout outs to many special people within the Chaotic Reality Live community. First, as always, a shout out to our amazing cast of Chaotic Reality Live Season 11. It was an absolute pleasure to host you guys, and we cannot thank you enough for playing, so thank you very much. Next, a shout out to the members of the Chaotic Reality Live production team that were there on the night of the live. We cannot thank you enough for your support, and you were just amazing people in general, so thank you very much for the production of Chaotic Reality Live Season 11. A personal shout out from me to the members of the Chaotic Reality Live Editors Room. It is always a pleasure to interact with you guys as I make these videos, and thank you very much for your support. A very special shout out to Luke.D. Luke.D was the editor of the pre-jury phase of Chaotic Reality Live, and we cannot thank him enough for his contributions. He's been pretty busy as of recently, but for what he did for the pre-jury of Chaotic Reality Live Season 11, we cannot thank you enough, Luke.D. So thank you very much. And of course, a very special shout out to all the fans of Chaotic Reality Live Season 11. You are the reason that we are able to produce these seasons as well as edit these episodes on YouTube. So we cannot thank you enough for what you do for us. Now, as for what's next for Chaotic Reality Live, well, the original plan was to release new seasons and then our backlog seasons from Era 1 in a continuous motion over time. Now, Season 2 was released about a month ago, and now that Season 11 is finished up, you might be wondering what's next. Well, regardless of what the method was, let's just say that our most recent season of Chaotic Reality Live is possibly our best season to this point. So we cannot wait to show that season to you next. And I have some very good news. As of the making of this video, Chaotic Reality Live Season 12 has already finished with production and is now moved into post-production phase, meaning that you will be seeing Chaotic Reality Live Season 12, Rise of the Renegades, very soon. So be on the lookout for new episodes in the near future. And if you want to play Chaotic Reality Live for yourself and wondering where to apply, it's very simple. Down below in the description is a link to our Discord server where you can find an application form to apply for the next season of Chaotic Reality Live. And who knows, maybe a new season of Chaotic Reality Live is casting just around the corner. Once again, thank you all for watching Chaotic Reality Live Season 11, The Shredder Strikes Back. This has been Editor Nightly. We'll see you for another season.